Welcome YouTube world. Welcome YouTube world. This is Netta 27 Sports Channel, and today is July the 30th. July the 30th. Um, hadn't done no videos in a while. I've been working real hard, working a lot of hours, but I had to make this video today in regard to boxing. Got a big boxing card coming up August 3rd in Los Angeles. Bud Crawford against Israil Madrimov. Hope I'm saying this name right. Madrimov. For Madrimov's 154-pound title, WBA 154-pound title. Great card. You got Jared Anderson against Martin Ledko. I might be saying his name wrong. And you got Isaac Pitbull Cruz against Jose Rayo Valenzuela for the junior welterweight title as well. So it's going to be a great card of boxing. So I just had to make a quick prediction video on this upcoming August 3rd boxing card in Los Angeles, California. So this is a prediction video. So I'm going to try to make this quick, but I'm going to try and be on point as well. We'll start with Jared Anderson, heavyweight contender, 17-0, 15 knockouts against Martin Balkoke, I think his name, Balkoke. He was 24-1, big dude, hits hard. Both fighters have power. Jared Anderson is the next great American heavyweight coming up right now, and so this is a big test for him. And he's fighting a puncher. So, my prediction for this fight, I think it'll go 5 rounds, but I think Jared Anderson, he'll overcome some trouble. He may get hurt a few times, but I think he'll stop Martin Balkoke in 5 rounds. But it'll be an entertaining fight while it lasts. I think Martin Balkoke is too big and he's too slow. He's too big of a target, and I think Jared Anderson will make the adjustments and get him out of there in 5 rounds. But it's going to be a test. It's going to be a test. This is no walk in the park for Jared Anderson, but this is his first real big fight, and I think he'll pass with flying colors, even though he will overcome some adversity in this fight. Next up, you got Isaac Pitbull Cruz versus Jose Rayo Valenzuela for the WBA 140-pound light junior welterweight championship. I'm picking Isaac Cruz, who I like to call the Mexican Mike Tyson. Now, Rayo Valenzuela is a very good fighter. Hard puncher, southpaw. So this is going to be an exciting fight. But I think Valenzuela being the taller fighter and Isaac Pitbull Cruz being so short, in order for Jose Valenzuela to land any meaningful shots, he's going to have to give up his height. He's going to have to give up his height to land punches. And when he gives up his height to try to land punches on Isaac Pitbull Cruz, he's going to get caught with something big sooner or later. He's going to get caught with something big. He's going to have to commit if he wants to really hurt and catch Isaac Cruz with something serious. He's going to have to give up his height, and when he gives up his height, it's going to be night-night. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, Jose Rayo Valenzuela is a tall, lightweight, tall junior welterweight. He's like 5'9", 5'10", whereas Isaac Cruz is small and compact, 5'5", maybe 5'6" at best. And he's a tank. He's a tank. He's a pit bull, and that name fits him well. So I expect there's going to be an exciting fight, but I think Isaac Cruz will stop Jose Rayo Valenzuela in 10 rounds. So that's my prediction for that fight. Isaac Cruz, winner in 10 rounds over Jose Rayo Valenzuela, and he will retain his title at 140 pounds. Now, the main event, Bud Crawford, pound for pound best fighter in the world, supposedly. will be fighting for the 154-pound WBA Junior Middleweight Championship against Israil Madrimov. Madrimov doesn't have a whole lot of fights. He only has 10 fights, 7 knockouts, but he has over 300 amateur fights. And I think that's something that people cannot discount. When you have that many amateur fights, it means you fought a lot of different styles, a lot of experienced guys, a lot of older guys than you. So he has experience, period. Over 300 amateur fights. Only 10 professional fights. But nonetheless, he is the champion, and he's a very talented fighter. He can fight orthodox or southpaw, just like Terence Crawford can fight orthodox or southpaw. He hits very hard with both hands, body and head. Terence Crawford, this is his first fight in, I believe, 13, 14 months since he fought Errol Spence. And he's moving up in weight. He's getting older. He's been very inactive the last 3-4 years, fighting once a year. It's going to catch up with him in this fight right here. It's going to catch up with him. I don't think he has the power to hurt this kid. And I think this kid hits too hard. And I think he sort of has a herky-jerky type style. Only thing I say about Madrimov is he falls in with his head down. And so Terence Crawford will have opportunities to counter for a lot of counter shots with uppercuts and hooks. But other than that, it's going to be a war while it lasts. It's going to be a war. This kid is strong. He's a big junior middleweight. When I say big, he's muscular. He carries a lot of weight. So he'll probably come in at like around 168, 170 at fight night. So Terence Crawford is really going to have a fight on his hands, the toughest fight that he's ever had. Tougher than Errol Spence, a lot tougher. He's fighting a younger guy, a guy with experience, and a guy that hits very hard, possibly the hardest puncher in this division, 154 pounds. So this is a serious test for Terence Bud Crawford. This ain't going to be no walkover. This is a serious test, possibly his toughest fight ever. Discount the Errol Spence fight, but this is a real fight. This is not going to be no walkover. This ain't going to be no cakewalk. It's going to be a war of attrition. But I think the younger man, the harder hitting man, which is Madrimov, I think he's going to stop Terence Crawford in 10 rounds. It's going to be a great fight while it lasts. Once again, it's going to be a great fight while it lasts. But being that this kid can switch orthodox, southpaw, just like Terence Crawford, and he hits a lot harder, and he's younger, and he has experience. And he's somewhat, like I said, his style is somewhat awkward, even though he does fall into shots sometimes. But I don't think Terence Crawford has the power to really hurt this kid or put him down. This kid is some people compare Israil Madrimov to a young Triple G. I wouldn't necessarily say that. I'd say he's a different version. Being that he can switch orthodox and southpaw, he can fight both ways. But at 154, he's a very hard puncher. He's a very hard puncher, and I don't think Terence Crawford has ever fought a guy like this ever. So that's why I say this is going to be his toughest fight. And unless Terence Crawford can really hurt this guy and get Madrimov to respect his power and his skills. And I don't think at this stage in Terence Crawford's career, he can actually do that. I don't think he can stay with this kid for 12 rounds. I see this as being an upset. Once again, I'm picking Israil Madrimov to stop Terence Crawford in 10 rounds. It's going to be a great fight, but it's going to be the biggest upset in boxing in 2024. So, those are my predictions for this fight. Straight chaser, no hating. This is just how I see it. And kudos to all fighters who step in there and put in the work and give their best. You know, that's all I can say. No, like I said, no hating here, but bring it to you straight. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got. Thank you for coming to Net to 27. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you like this commentary. If you disagree, that's fine. Feel free to leave Any comments that you want to leave, all I ask is that you be respectful, and I'll be back with some more. Thank you for watching Netta27 Sports TV. Feel free to leave your comments at Netta27. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'm out. Enjoy your week, and we look forward to the weekend.